there are several things that come up in direct and cross-examination that you want to think about. Exhibits, documents, things you want to show, or things you want to admit into evidence. What are those? Well, if I'm thinking about admitting documents into evidence, I have to show that the document is something that's reliable and believable. If I'm going to show you evidence that he's a bad person, I better show you good evidence. If I say, let me tell you why he's bad, because he was a jerk last week. What does that mean? If I said, let me tell you the 4 things he did. On Tuesday, he was supposed to pick up your sister. He didn't do that. He promised. As a result, your mother had to leave work. She got penalized for that and had to pick him up. And then on Thursday, your brother was supposed to be picked up. And then on Tuesday, and that's the dad. Now, that's more reliable. And I was there each time, so I know that it happened. See how I'm adding reliability to it? And if you ask him, he probably won't deny it. In fact, you don't need to deny it because you heard your mom come home that night, and I'm building credibility of that. The more reliable something is, testimony, documents, the more likely that somebody can offer it to a jury. Make sense? Mm-hmm. So what I want is, I want information that is going to be reliable. In order to do that, I have to show that if it's a document, that it's really a document, that it's actually signed by somebody, that it records whatever it is I'm claiming, and that there's nothing in there that would be unfair to the other side. If there's a document and it has hearsay in it, has what somebody else said or what somebody else recorded, and I can't go and examine that person, how can I let that document in? Because now you're getting in testimony of somebody I never got to speak to. If I say to you, and you were the bank teller at that time, while you were the bank teller, what was the first thing that the guy said to you? Well, he told me, objection, hearsay. Why? I haven't had a chance to depose that person. I don't know what the person's going to say. I want some reliability in there in order for me to allow that to happen. The only 2 ways you can have reliability is to actually show the reliability or to show that it doesn't matter if it's reliable because it's inherently reliable because of the way it is. In other words, the person was saying it, it was an admission by them. The person was saying it in a dying declaration. They're more likely to tell the truth. They were saying it because they were talking about their mental state at the time. You know? So those kinds of things, or I don't care what they say, it's not being used to prove those words. It's being used to show the motive. It's being used to show why they did something.